The Leopard tanks to be donated by Germany are to come from the Bundeswehr inventory. A tank company will be formed from them.
Auch Kampfpanzer zur Verfügung.
This is the result of very intensive discussions we have had with our allies and international partners. I would like to make it clear that this is and was the right decision, that we did not act under pressure, but discuss such decisions together first.
Dass wir uns nicht haben treiben lassen.
Berlin has declared its willingness to create 2 tank battalions in the future. Germany has also given permission to countries such as Poland to transfer the Leopards it owns to Ukraine. The agreement between Warsaw and Berlin required the approval of German authorities to export the tanks outside of NATO. This is a historic moment because the decision-making process is taking place in an internationally coordinated manner and at a time of highly volatile situation in Ukraine. The goal is to be able to secure deliveries as quickly as possible. Poland was the first to take the initiative to transfer a company of Leopard tanks to Ukraine as part of a broader international coalition of countries. Thank you, Chancellor Olaf Scholz. The decision to send Leopards to Ukraine is a big step towards stopping Russia. Together, we are stronger. British Prime Minister Rishi Sunak also conveyed his thanks. The right decision by NATO allies and friends to send main battle tanks to Ukraine. Alongside Challenger 2s, they will strengthen Ukraine's defensive firepower. Together, we are accelerating our efforts to ensure that Ukraine wins this war and secures a lasting peace. Germany's decision was influenced by international pressure. Earlier, the UK pledged to send modern Challenger 2 tanks to Ukraine. In turn, according to U.S. media reports, plans are currently being finalized by the U.S. to send Ukraine about 30 M1 Abrams tanks. Poland has been the initiator of this debate, except of course for Ukraine. Kiev also had hope and expected such deliveries. Poland supported by all means, and it finally succeeded. ABC News station, citing information from within the Ukrainian government, reported that an agreement was reached in Ramstein regarding the joint transfer of Leopards by 5 countries: Poland, Finland, Spain, the Netherlands, and Denmark. The 100 tanks will not change the situation on the front line, but they offer the prospect of further deliveries of heavy equipment from the West, says Łukasz Pacholski. It will make it possible to rearm Ukrainian forces with Western armaments, to obtain a technical and qualitative gap over the Russians, and it could tilt the balance of victory to the Ukrainian side. The willingness to join the international coalition has been signaled by Portugal and Sweden, which want to donate upgraded versions of Leopards. Portugal, which has 2 companies of tanks, according to media reports, wants to transfer 4 tanks to Ukraine. So when you add it all up, this jump in Ukraine's capabilities should be apparent. Ukraine's armed forces have informed that Ukrainian soldiers have withdrawn from Soledar. There had been fierce fighting in the city for several weeks. Both sides have suffered heavy losses. Bakhmut, just 10 kilometers to the southwest, continues to resist. Russia is preparing for a new wave of aggression. The occupiers are already increasing pressure on Bakhmut, Vuhledar, and other directions. Our forces must keep the initiative in the war. Ukraine stresses that it urgently needs armaments not only because of the highly probable next Russian offensive, but also because of ammunition shortages. Training of Ukrainian crews to operate Leopard 2 tanks will begin in the near future in both Germany and Poland.